as a senior manager, you're pushed every day by the day-to-day realities of the business you're running, the emergencies, the urgent tasks that need to be completed, and it's not uncommon. It's fairly common to be lost in the realities of today, when in fact the people that you lead are expecting you to be thinking about the future and helping lead them. What executive education does is, A, it gives you some time to contemplate and think about the world around you that is different from the world you're used to on a day-to-day basis. And that's a terribly important thing, to take time away to contemplate the future and to learn about what else is happening, because that's a very precious and a terribly rare thing to be able to do that. Secondly, you learn from those around you, right? You meet people from very different backgrounds quite often, who have, it turns out, somewhat similar challenges. But they may have come up with very different solutions to these very similar challenges. So you come in with a certain openness that allows you to learn from contexts that are very different, and therefore allow you to change your company, your industry, and indeed even your country. The third reason to do executive education is to find out what is happening in thinking about management. Because just as there is development and change in how we think about new technologies and new science, there is new work happening on the science of management, on the practice of management. So learning from the successful companies that do it well, or new concepts that allow you to think broadly, that is another really important factor in executive education. So 3 things. One is the ability to spend time away from your narrow and immediate urgent realities, to meet those peers who have, at some level, similar challenges, similar opportunities, but nevertheless have come up with very different solutions. And third, learn about new ideas, new ways of doing management that are brand new. And the advanced program in business in particular has been incredibly impressive, very unique, I would argue, worldwide, in its ability to bring some of the top speakers. I feel very honored to be included in this list, because these are some of the top thinkers in the world today, from the top management schools in the world today, who have come to Croatia to share some of their greatest hits, if you will. So these are things that they teach about, think about for years and years and years, and to condense that into a few sessions of the most important things that they think managers should know. That is unique, and I'm not aware of any other place anywhere, including London or in the United States, that does it quite as well. I've also been extremely impressed with the professionalism, everything from the environment and the setup for the participants, as well as for the faculty who've been teaching here, and just the future-oriented, the innovative thinking that has happened here. Goran and Jelena and the entire very enthusiastic student teams and everybody else, the sponsors who've helped put this together. This should be something to be very proud of, and I've certainly felt both honored and delighted to be part of it. It's almost impossible to find a program like this on such an important and diverse set of topics in most places in the world. You could go to many other places in the world, but it's really hard to find something of this caliber of thinking, both on the part of the faculty who've come from many different places, but also on the part of the participants who are leaders in what they do, and have been very open in sharing their insights, their knowledge, their experiences, their successes, their failures. And so it's an environment that you will not find elsewhere. It's an intense period. There's preparation. It's like going back to school in some ways, but it's different because you're interacting with others with similar experience, but very different backgrounds, and therefore there's great learning. So the reason to do it, therefore, is to learn from some of the top thinkers in the world, and as well as some of the top practitioners in the field.